If you are a prospective buyer or seller in the real estate market, getting the information and stats really helps you position yourself for better success in a very competitive field. We have Edward Ward, our very own Edward Ward, here, sales representative for Royal LePage. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
You've got
Happy
a
New
ton
Year.
of info. Happy New Year.
Haven't seen you guys yet, so yes.
Happy selling and buying.
Yes. 2020 is looking to be pretty much a mirror image of what's been going on the last few years.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Which is a good thing?
Well, I like it because buyers and sellers are both feeling comfortable. They're not feeling, one's feeling a little taken advantage of compared to the other. When it's a seller's market, buyers are in a bad position. When it's a buyer's market, sellers in a bad position, right?
Yes.
So right now, it's pretty balanced. Really, it is. I mean, from a money perspective, where things have been going over the last 3 years, it hasn't been rising really crazily. Prices are attainable for most people to get into something and buy something right now. It's still a little tricky with some.
I would think that they're not attainable at all.
It's a little tricky for first-time home buyers. I'm not going to say that isn't the case, but if you're already in the market and what you're getting, what you're selling to what you're buying, I like to look at a lateral move. So if you can sell something because of what you've paid off the mortgage and the appreciation, you take that and move it into the next place, and you're basically at the same cost. Then that's a lateral move, right? But you're getting a better house. So that's kind of where the money is right now. It's very even that way. But one of the things that I get asked a lot is, what's going on in the market, what's happening in the market. And mainly that's because most people hear something on TV or the radio. And unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that we hear is Toronto-based. Right? That's the numbers that get released from the Toronto Real Estate Board. That's what goes to the media puts it out, and everybody thinks that's what's going on here, right?
So true.
It is different. Even though we're part of the Toronto Real Estate Board, when you look at our numbers specifically, we are different than what you hear in Toronto.
Yes.
So as an example, they just released numbers, I think they actually got it from Royal LePage Canada, on what's been going on in Canada. And they're showing that housing prices have risen over the last 12 months by about 12%.
Right.
But you've got a lot of larger markets that are affecting that, markets that are doing a little bit better than ours that are affecting that. If you look at Toronto, the Toronto numbers, the condo market is really pushing the Toronto market right now. So it's making Toronto look like it's a pretty decent, in the sense of what year over year, what the housing prices are going up. But if you eliminate the condo market from that, detached housing and everything, it's actually gone down, right? Just slightly, but it has gone down a bit. And so for example, and then we come to our beautiful area of the world, there's other factors that are affecting it there too, right? One of the things that we see a lot, unfortunately, is that the average income in this area is lower than other places south of here. So it does, it does kind of put a cap on what you can buy. So when prices get up a little bit too high, it does put some people out of the market, right?
Well, and I think the challenge too is that you hear go north, go north, go north, go north. Houses are cheaper. Houses are less expensive.
Yes, definitely.
Cheap, less expensive compared to the price of a home in Toronto, yes.
Perfect.
But to your point of that first-time buyer, and we've talked about this on previous shows too, if you're not ready to make that purchase, then it really doesn't matter whether it's $600,000 or $60,000. So if you don't have any equity, whether that's your current home or cash in the bank.
For sure. And that entry level is always going to be an issue when house prices get to a certain point. There's things that people can do to combat that, but that's another topic for another day, in all honesty. But one of the things that I wanted to do was show market year over year, so a comparison in the market for Georgina, so you get a better idea of what is actually happening with the stats in our area. So we've put together a graph here for 2018 to 2019. We'll take a look at.
We can see it behind us.
So number of sales we see in 2018 was 659, and 2019 was 806. So number of sales went up, which is really good. That means there's more people in the market. People feel more comfortable with the changes that have been made in the mortgage industry that were affecting a lot of people. They've come to terms with that. They've put things in place. They're getting back in the market, right? Our average sale price, you'll see from 2018 to 2019, We ended in 2018 at 562,213.
Okay.
And 2019 year to date at the end of the year was 566,989.
This is surprising because I thought the jump would be a lot greater.
Yeah, so we're seeing from the
that's
second
good
half
to
of
see in a way.
2017 to 2018, 2019, we're in right now what I would say is a plateauing market. So we're basically staying at the same. There's not a lot of changes in there. There hasn't been a lot of factors that are affecting that. So there again, that's where it comes back to the buyer and seller. Right now, it's a balanced market. They're both feeling comfortable in buying and selling.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
It lets you breathe.
any negotiations, you want both sides to feel like
Yes.
they've won, right? I mean, at the
Yes.
end, when one person feels like they got beaten up or they've lost, it's never a good feeling. So right now, the market is good for both, right? New listings. This is where the numbers start to get a little different for me. Is 1943 in 2018 and 1879 in 2019. So the number of listings are down, but the number of sales go up. So if that continues on, supply and demand is your basic business principle. The more people in the market with the less listings, more people wanting to buy a listing, it starts pushing prices up again. So we're just at that point where we're 2.5, 3 years into that cycle of being plateau in the market with the numbers, and you start seeing more people say renovating right now instead of moving. And so less listings come on the market, more people want to buy because they're comfortable with the changes, they put things in place, and then they start pushing prices up again. So we're probably, 2020 appears to be going to be the same as what we've just had in the sense of pricing. Number of sales, I mean, that's subjective, but it looks like it's going to be around the same. Number of listings were going down, and they have been going down for the last year and a half. So that looks to be continuing on this year. Of course, time will tell. But if that goes on, that's when we're probably going to start seeing that pressure of upward pricing because more people wanting to buy with less listings on the market, right?
So just to go back to the average price, what does that get you in the township of Georgina?
Right now, that would get you something that would be 3-bedroom with a basement, probably 1-car garage, on a side street lot for the most part. So a comfortable home for most people. If you got a couple kids, it'll give you some space in the house to get a little bit of separation. It won't be that bad. There again, then it's a matter of finishings and this that will affect price higher or lower than that, obviously. But that's about what you'd be getting right now, something with a basement.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure. I've got more
Never
questions
enough time.
about that
really,
house
eh?
price.
Yeah.
Georgina, stay with us. Everything you need to know about baseball registration, how to do it, where to go. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.